Alright, as I am recording this, it currently just turned June 6th, which is my 17th birthday. Look, I don't know how long this will be. Could be 20 minutes, I don't know. But I wanted to start this off by just talking about a few things, some miscellaneous sort of stuff, right? Before we get to some more personal sort of stuff. For the fact, um, I hadn't posted in nearly 2 months. Yes, I apologize. I was not burnt out. I purely was just so busy with school. But now I have all that done. I'm already planning out next couple sort of stuff. Also, do you guys like the Yushenko my grandma got me? I love it personally, but yeah, I love this. Yeah, so I'll start that off. I've just been so busy with school, but now that's done, I'm done with the term. I should be able to be a bit more consistent. Also, um, I'm kind of thinking about maybe vlogs, or I don't know, just some shit outside. Cause I'm sure it would just get boring. Just to keep seeing me in here. The only things I usually when I'm outside or whatever, I don't really talk much. So I feel like that would also be just as uninteresting. So some shit there. Yeah. So this past week was just the build up to my birthday. The build up to it. I got a couple presents early. Some of my family members gave me I've gotten some money, and then most of my grandma got me this. And yeah, that's about it so far. Yeah, I feel like I have not a whole lot to say because it's weird 17 because you're not young enough to be considered a child, but you're not old enough to be considered an adult. It's like a weird limbo area, if that makes any sense. I mean, yeah, legally you are still cool to minor, but you're in a weird limbo. Does that make sense? What I'm saying? That just sounds really weird, and I'm not. Okay. Does it make sense what I'm trying to say? I'm basically just it's like a weird kind of state. You're not young enough to be considered like a child. You're more just like a young adult at this point, really. Well, I guess you could go 16 and above as young adult. I don't know. But yeah. So this past week in particular, I've just been reflecting, looking back. You know, that's just. I feel like that kind of happens with birthdays. I don't know who will watch this if they want to watch it, right? Um, but I don't know why, but when I find my birthday weeks leading or in my week leading up to my birthday or the 2 weeks prior, I usually just start reflecting on just my past or just thinking about things. Cause think about it, I've been around the earth now 17 times. I've been around 17 decades. Not decades, I'm stupid. Sorry. I'm very tired. Okay? Um, yeah, just very tired. And, a lot of the reflecting is it usually doesn't really, it usually just comes and goes, sort of, in waves. But this year's different. I kind of just was reflecting, just thinking, you know? Just about everything, previous friendships, whatever, you know what I mean? Stuff I was into that I'm just no longer into. You know what I mean? Uh, this is depressing, but I promise it's alright. It's alright. It's just you just start thinking about things, and I don't know. It kind of just gets you feeling a bit more emotional as of late. Alright. Yeah, that's all I think I had to say. I don't have anything written down. This is purely off the cuff, like all my videos, which I will also mention. The reason I do these off the cuff sort of videos, these ones that just unedited, top of my head stuff, right? Where I can sometimes say dumb shit, right? Without really thinking, right? But the reason why I do it so much is just because I feel like that's just my style. It just appeals to me the most. It's simple, it's easy. I can literally just do it in like 10, 20 minutes, whenever, really. Yeah, so I can't promise that I will be very consistent I can't promise that I'll be very consistent with my uploads, but I will try my hardest to be. Like, I can't promise it. Like, I've done it before. I can't. I do have a couple ideas in mind, although the one I do want to get to next, I'm just gonna get that done probably tomorrow or something. I don't know. Anyways, I don't think I have too much left to say for my emotional side of things. So let's get to where the bulk of things will lie. The other day, I got a bit bored and was just thinking, 17 goals for 17, something like that. It was a corny ass title. I don't like the name for it. I could have just called it 17 goals, and I would have been fine. But yeah. Anyways, so I had 17 goals here on this piece of paper. You guys can't even read that unless you can, I don't know. So, we got like a lot to get through. And there's some I will elaborate on, and then some less than others, some more. So who knows how long this could be. This could go for as long as 30 minutes. Foot hurts on. This could go as long as 30 minutes as far as I know. I don't know. Anyways, so for my first one, I have cook more. So this year I actually started to get more into cooking and stuff. Right, I can cook really good scrambled egg. I can cook very good scrambled egg, and I can cook some like rolls, burgers, that sort of stuff. Right, but I want to learn how to cook like spaghetti, my own meat, sort of stuff like that. Like I want to learn how to cook beef, all that sort of stuff. Just because, I'm nearly an adult. I'm next year, I'm 18, I'm an adult. I gotta learn to start cooking, be a bit more. Actually, no, I won't say that because that's like a few more away, but you'll see what I mean. The next two are practically like very similar in certain ways. Number two, which is diet more. So, and then number three is eat healthier. So the plan I have is basically to not eat as much, but when I eat, to big, filling, healthy meals. I feel like that one I shouldn't have to elaborate on. Number four, exercise often. It's just I feel like I don't get enough exercise. Because you're meant to get to least like 10 to 30 minutes of like sunlight or like walking each day, right? Something like that. Apologies, I keep thinking I'm gonna throw up. Yeah, I apologize, but yeah, you're meant to get that right, but like most days I don't even get to go on a walk. It is winter now though, so it is much cooler, and I feel like I'm more comfortable to go on a walk. Usually around, I like the early morning, like 5 to 6 a.m. I like to go on walks around then. So, I want to try and exercise often. That can go on walks, maybe like, because I can't go to the gym, right? I have to see a physiotherapist before I can even go back to the gym. So currently my plan is that if I do decide to work out, it's just gonna be very simple, maybe like burpees, something, stuff like that. Just very simple, easy at home sort of stuff. Just all that sort of stuff. You know what I mean? That's not the next one, but I don't know what the hell that one means. So number 5, I have more independent, because I want to become more independent. I want to know how to do things more on my own. All this sort of stuff. You know, I'm pretty sure it's pretty self-explanatory as well. Number 6, I have make a short film. So yeah, as of late, and it's probably not a surprise. I've just been very much more into movies, shows, whatever, right? Just very into them, and you know, I want to create like a short film soon as well. At least while I'm 17. It doesn't have to be anything groundbreaking. In fact, it could be complete utter dog shit. I don't know. But at least it will get me a start. It will give me like a start at least. And then, you know, if I make better projects from there on, people can just look back and be like, hey, Jimmy, they've improved, you know? Number 7, I got focused on my mental. So I won't, without getting into specifics, right? Being 16, right, was the worst time. Okay, I hated being 16. I just had like a lot of stresses, and I just very much couldn't handle all of the stresses when you have like a lot of stuff on your mind. Not only this year, but like last year as well. So, yeah, we want to try and focus on my mental, try and feel a bit more better. I don't know what the hell I was trying to put here, but for number 8, I've just put save. I don't know what that means. I think it means saving, so I don't know. I got no clue. I don't know why I wrote save. I'm just gonna skip to number 9. So number 9, again, this one that kind of goes into exercise, but just go outside more. Just, you know, go outside, go into nature, go out on my own, go out with people, I don't care. Just go out in nature, or go outside more. 10, make more music, self-explanatory. 11, listen to more music. I am nearly at 1,000 ratings on Album of the Year. I also started a rating music, it's just why not? I just got bored, really. But yes, so I've started a rating music, got my Album of the Year, and I just want to listen to more music. I have like a couple recommendations. I need to like write down all the recommendations I do get, because I get quite a bit, and you know, I don't always remember them, but I'll get to them very soon. Number 12, very obvious, watch more shows and movies. Pretty obvious why I want that, especially because short film one before. So we're at 13 now. 13, I have improved my social ability. Like, I want to like actually start be able to talk to people a bit more, or like, you know, be able to handle bigger crowds, like in like shopping centers or something. I am getting better at it. I will agree. My agoraphobia is kind of gone, but it's not fully gone. You know what I mean? It's just kind of there still somewhat, and so I want to improve my social ability. This improves my ability to talk, you know, and I think that's a pretty important thing when you're like going to be more independent. You got to talk. You got to know what you're gonna say to people. You know what I mean? I don't know. I'm autistic, so that could just be me, but yeah, we only have like 4 more left to go through. Doing through this quicker than I originally thought. 14, this one is completely out of nowhere. Start gardening. So I want to have like, it may not have like a huge start, like I might just have like some plants outside or something, right? But I want to start gardening, right? Because every time like I'm out like with nature, I connect with nature in some way. I kind of find myself more at peace with myself, and so I think that gardening could be much more of a way to help me get more peace with myself so I don't feel so uncomfortable. It also challenges me because with gardening you have to like take care of it or else it's gonna die, you know? And I think that's a pretty good challenge for myself. Like, again, nothing too crazy, just basic, just just some basic stuff, you know what I mean? And I think it could genuinely be beneficial to my mental health, you know? Alright. And number 15, I have continue photography. On my Instagram account, I basically just take a lot of photography, like usually when I go on walks or I'm in the car or something, I just take like a lot of photos of like nature. I can't show you because no shit, I can't show you. But I just want to continue doing that, you know? Like it could build up a portfolio. Apologies, I keep thinking I'm gonna cough. My throat's a bit dry. I've had so much water though, so I don't know what the hell the issue is. Probably wearing too much shit, but who cares? But yeah, I want to continue photography. Plus, I actually quite get comfort, and I find it quite calming in all honesty. Alright, we're nearing the end now. At 16, I want to get a job. Now, I have specified this to my friends and my family before. It has to at least be after school. So after I graduate this year, I will consider like thinking about getting a job, you know? I'm considering getting one that has something to do with music or movies, that sort of stuff, right? Mostly because oh Jesus Christ. Oh sorry. But mostly just because then it's like, okay, if it's like a 9 to 5, I don't like that. But if it's something I'm at least passionate about, I think I could be able to handle it because I could just get the like geek out over, my favorite music, my favorite movies, whatever I get. You know what I mean? Just that sort of stuff, and I think that's pretty cool. And that's gonna be something I'm definitely gonna look forward to. I have a resume done. So who knows? Alright, 17. This is the last one. Like I said, I don't know why 8 was just safe, so I went through a bit quicker. But 17 is just, to spread love. Just spread love into the world, right? Because people that know me, they know I suffer quite bad from mental health issues, which is why I want to say I want to focus on my mental health a lot more. Because if I don't, I'm not really going to feel too good to do a whole lot of things. And spreading love is just one of the things I want to do in this incredibly toxic, very dystopian, nihilistic world we live in. It's just depressing almost constantly, and I just want to spread love, be more positive, you know what I mean? I don't want to, like, lie about my feelings, just be a bit more positive and be a bit more just present, I guess, you know what I mean? Because I know if I don't feel, I know if I'm not present, and I'm not really living, right? And I want to try and do that, It doesn't have to be huge, it can be small steps to get there, you know what I mean? But I still just want to spread more love into the world because of that. But yeah, those are my goals that I have for while I'm 17. I might do the same for 18, but like that one would just be more for adulthood, really. Not really just because I'm 18. So, complete difference there. I'm not sure how long this will take to upload, right? But either way, it'll be happy birthday to me. I'm probably I'm probably either gonna just go to sleep, or if I can't sleep, I might just game a little. Uh, if you're curious, I play on PlayStation. Um, just something that just gravitates to me more, I guess. I don't know. Um, yeah, I think that's about it. Almost. I think that's about it. Yeah. I keep having these voice cracks. Well, I want to ask. I don't know who will see this, but if a lot of people end up seeing this, I have a question. Because I'm considering doing vlogs, right? I don't know. Maybe just go on walks or whatever and just talk. Um, Apologies, I just nearly burped. But just maybe go on walks, talks, whatever. I usually just go on a walk near the beach, yeah, or something. So yeah, I'm just curious. Would anyone be curious if they would do that? I'm probably gonna do it anyway. It's just gonna. The issue with that, it's gonna be much harder to edit, and I feel like that by the time I finish it, it's almost gonna feel like a really random collage of shit. Um, and I don't have any good editing apps. CapCut sucks now because they got like rid of the fucking sound thingy, the extract. But yeah, and I can't find others because they just use like huge like watermarks on them, and I hate it. I don't want a watermark on it. I just want it clean, and I can't get shit on the laptop because I'm broke, and I don't have an actual camera. I want to get one soon, but yeah. Anyways, that's just on there. But anyways, happy birthday to me. I'm now 17. Make it out what you will. You can give a fuck. You don't have to. I don't know. There's not a whole lot left I can say. Yeah. Happy birthday to me. Yeah. Goodbye. I'll see you probably in like a few days. I don't know. Who knows? We'll see.